Welcome to DAV MOIL Public School E-Class of Standard 7 Subject Science, and today's our topic is acid, bases and salts. My dear student, this is the second session of this topic. In first session we have seen about the acids and bases, what are mineral acids and what are organic acid. In today's chapter we are going to learn about the indicators. My dear students, as we have seen or learned in the first session that acids are sour in taste and bases are bitter in taste. But what about those chemicals which we cannot taste? Then how can we find that whether they are acid, whether the given sample of solution, whether the given sample of that chemical is acidic or basic? There are certain indicators from which we can find that the given sample is acidic or basic. Indicators are used to identify the acids and bases. Indicators is a substance which shows different color. Indicator itself changes its color in the acidic and basic medium. Example, litmus. It is obtained from the lichen and it is purple in color. It is an indicator. Litmus, it is an indicator which is originally in the purple color, but it changes its color in when it is added to the acid, then it will change its color into the red, and when it's been added to the base, it changes into blue color. Another indicator is natural indicator. We can say it as a natural indicator also. Turmeric, we all use in a kitchen. Turmeric is one of the indicator. It turns red in basic medium. When you do this activity, take some turmeric on your hand and wash it with using the soap. You will see that your hand will the color of your hand will become reddish. It means because your soap is base. It turns red in basic medium and remains yellow in acidic medium. It will not change in the acidic medium. Another indicator is juice of China rose, hibiscus, petals of hibiscus plant. It turns pink in the acidic and green in the base. And another indicator is phenolphthalein, which is mostly used. It is a colorless in acidic medium. When you add to the acid, it will not change its color. It is acidic. See in the bottle you can see that colorless liquid. It is an phenolphthalein. But it changes to pink when it is added to base. Neutralization and formation of salt. See my dear student, whenever there is an reaction between acid and base, a reaction takes place and that reaction is called as neutralization reaction. A chemical reaction between acids and base is called as neutralization reaction. If the reaction is going on, then some product should also form there. So what is the product is being formed? The product is salt and water. So what is neutralization? Neutralization is the reaction between acids and bases to form salt and water. You can see in the picture acid and base is being added to the beaker. In a beaker, what is being formed? Salt and water. Salts of different acids. See, if the salt of acid is being formed with the acid, it is acidic salt. Salt of sulfuric acid, H2SO4, is named as the sulfates. Salt of hydrochloric acid is called as chloride, and salt of nitric acid is called as nitrates. These are the names of the salts formed by the sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid and nitric acids. Properties of salt. See, salt are formed, it is clear now that salt is formed by the reaction of acid and base. Most of the salt are readily soluble in water. A common salt, NaCl, you can see it is soluble in water, no? Yes. So, most of the salt is soluble in water. And one of the most important characteristic of property of this salt is it does not conduct the electricity in solid state, but in the molten state, and when the solution is prepared from that salt, that water can conduct the electricity. And how that electricity is being conducted or generated, you will learn in the 10th standard. Classification of salts. Now salts are classified in 3 types: neutral salt, acidic salt and basic salt. Neutral salt. Salt is being formed by the neutralization reaction. It means there is a reaction between acid and base only, no doubt, isn't it? But which type of acid and which type of base, we will see. The salt formed by the reaction of strong acid and strong base is called as neutral salt. The salt which we will form after the reaction of strong acid and strong base will be neutral. It will not have any medium, neither it will be acidic nor it will be basic. There is no change in the color of the litmus paper. If you will check that product, neutral salt, there will be no change in the litmus paper. Litmus paper is also an indicator which used to find whether the medium is acidic or basic. Sodium chloride is a neutral salt. Sodium chloride, which you use in a kitchen, common salt, formed by the reaction of the strong acid and strong base. Strong acid means hydrochloric acid and strong base means sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Acidic salt. The name itself, from itself we can find the acidic salt. It means the portion, the salt is acidic. It means the acid will be strong. The salt formed by the reaction of the strong acid and the weak base is, see, base is weak and acid is strong. And in such type of reaction, the product with the salt which is being formed is an acidic salt. Aluminium chloride is an acidic salt formed by the strong acid, hydrochloric acid, with the weak base aluminium hydroxide. And in this, how you will check? In this acidic salt, the blue litmus paper will change into red, as you can see in the picture. Next is basic salt. It means the base is strong and acid is weak. The salt formed by the reaction of weak acid and strong base are called as basic salts. Sodium acetate, CH3COONa, is the formula of sodium acetate. It is a basic salt as formed by the reaction of weak acid, that is CH3COOH, acidic acid, and a strong base, NaOH, sodium hydroxide. And how can you check it? By dipping the red litmus paper. If it changes to blue, it means it is a basic salt. Thank you. Stay at home, stay safe.